if we can just end with one piece, what we call the one piece of advice game. That's just one piece of advice for in the following scenarios, if we can.
Right.
So a salesperson wanting to double their income.
Well, it's very simple. Double the amount of time that you spend face-to-face with customers from this day forward. Use every single bit of intelligence, brilliance, time management, planning, goals, efficiency to double the amount of face time. Yeah. Your sales are directly in proportion to the amount of time you spend face-to-face with qualified prospects. The average salesperson works 90 minutes a day in that they are face-to-face with customers 90 minutes a day on average. Half are below, half are above. If you want to double your income, spend 180 minutes per day, which is 3 hours out of 8, each day, face-to-face with customers, and by the law of probabilities, you will double your income. And I've taught this for years, and everyone who does it is astonished. They double their income within less than a month.
Excellent. Number two, somebody in a job that they're not particularly passionate about, but they're afraid of leaving because of the financial commitments that they have at home.
All right. Then what you do is you imagine that you are financially independent, that you have 20 million pounds in the bank, and simultaneously, you only have 10 years to live. You're going to enjoy superb health, but you have all the money that you need, and you have to work at something. You cannot be a layabout. So therefore, if you could work at anything, and you had all the money you needed, and you didn't want to waste any time, what career would you choose? If you could wave a magic wand and have all the talent and skill that you need to be successful in any field, what field would you choose for yourself? And then what you do is you just start to do some research on that field. Work in it part-time, work in it for free, read books and courses, talk to people who are in it. And I have spoken to literally thousands of people over the years who did that and eventually changed out of their current job, sometimes within their same company, changed out of their current job where they weren't very satisfied into a new job that they loved, and they became a star at that new job. And virtually everybody can do this.
Yeah. It's very similar to that, but a lot of people want to learn, find their passion. A lot of people say you've got to go and do what you're passionate about. But people who haven't found their passion, what advice?
Well, this whole thing about find your passion is a motivational claptrap. The way that you find your passion is whatever job you have to do, throw your whole heart into it. And this has been discovered for centuries. Throw your whole heart into what you're doing, and you'll find out very quickly if this is the right work for you. If it's not, you won't get any excitement or happiness from it, so then change. Many people don't realize that until you throw your whole heart into something, you don't get anything back. And so what they do is they say, well, I'll try this and see if it works, and if it does. I read this wonderful line 2 weeks ago. Every so often I come across a great line. It said this, work is never fun until you're good at it. And so when you begin at a job, it may take you a year or two of hard work to become good at what you're doing. Then it becomes fun. Then it becomes your passion. Yeah. And many people say, oh, find my passion, find my passion. No, do your job right well and do it really well and get really good at it. And if when you're really good at it, if you still don't enjoy it, then look for something else.
Excellent. Somebody who knows what they should do from an intuitive perspective, but they're feeling the fear and they're not taking action.
All right. The greatest obstacle to success, to answer your question, is the fear of failure combined with the fear of rejection. The fear of failure is, what if I lose my time, lose my money? The fear of rejection is, what if I make a mistake and somebody disapproves of me? We are obsessed with the opinions of others, and we're obsessed with failure. Now, we find that the great discovery in all of human history is that you become what you think about most of the time. Top people think about their goals all the time, and surprise, surprise, they create wonderful lives for themselves. Average people think about television and sports and socializing, and surprise, surprise, that's what they're doing 10 or 20 years later. You also become what you say to yourself. So you can have an enormous impact on your emotions of confidence and courage and competence by speaking to yourself in a positive way. And the magic words discovered in psychology are the words, I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. So whenever you think of something that you'd like to do and you're fearful, say, hey, wait a minute. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. And as you say, I can do it, your courage and confidence goes up and your fears go down in inverse proportion. And then at a certain point, you will overflow and you'll just take action. And then all of your fear disappears.
Excellent. And the final one, sir, a CEO that wants to become a world-class CEO, even better than Jack Welch was.
Well, then what you do is you focus on getting results through people, which is be very, very clear about the goals that you want to achieve and set big goals. Jack Welch wanted to make General Electric either first or second in every category in the world. And that was his rule, is we will be first or second, whether it's turbine engines or whether it's powered hydroelectric dams or nuclear reactors, we'll be number one or number two in every field, or we will get out of it. And so every single manager had a job. Is if we're number 5, your job is to get to us to 1 or 2 within a certain period of time, or we will discontinue the field and maybe discontinue you as well. So everyone in his company, all the officers were focused on winning battles, getting to 1 or 2. The second thing is be very, very sensitive and considerate to the people that you work with. All the best managers, they're firm, but they're very caring about their people. They're very thoughtful. They're respectful. They are courteous. They treat people well, and people feel happy when they go to work for these people. And as a result, they produce twice as much as they would anywhere else.